Now we can make myself look cute. We're gonna do some makeup. We're gonna do a fun, like, going out-ish makeup look. All right, guys, since this is a dark blue dress, I think we're gonna do like a dark blue smoky. I'm gonna show you guys just kind of like my makeup routine when I'm doing this. I always start with my eyes. That is just how I always start. And so to do a smoky eye, I like to start with just like a crayon, like a cream or a crayon. And I'm just gonna do like a little, not precise in any way, shape, or form, smear on my face. And then I'm gonna take a very fluffy eye brush and I'm gonna make sure that it's clean because I don't do a good job of cleaning my brushes ever. So I'm gonna make sure that it's clean and that there's no shadow on it. So I'm just taking a paper towel and that seems clean enough. So now I'm gonna take said clean brush and I'm gonna start smoking out what I laid down. So I'm literally just using like little windshield wiper motions and moving around that like smeary bit. So you can see here I'm starting to lay it down as eyeshadow and it still looks pretty messy and that's okay. This is a super simple way to do a going out eye. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. Notice I haven't added anything else to my face yet. I'm not really worried about my shapes yet. If I see something I don't like, I'll just use my finger to kind of move it out of the way. All right, so now I've laid down like the base. I'm gonna take blue eyeshadow because I did, so if you were doing this with any color, if you were doing it with black, if you were doing it with brown, I'm gonna take a similar-ish color. This is the Beauty Bay Midnight palette, so it's all blues and purples. And I used a navy blue for the like base of this. All I did is I used the Laura Mercier Midnight Blue Caviar Stick. This is the same way I did my eye yesterday when I went out, but I did it with brown. I'm gonna take the same brush that I used to smudge it with, and I'm gonna take a blue shadow. I'm using this blue because I want to brighten it up a little bit, and I'm just gonna take the blue shadow and I'm just gonna hit it in the same area on both sides where I started my little lines on my eyes. I'm just tapping. Just tapping across. So my girls who want to do a serious smoky eye are probably taking all the notes here. So now I'm gonna take that same brush again, my same fluffy, it's called a blender brush here, and I'm just gonna windshield wiper motions over the top of it again. I like to do like little swirly motions in my crease here to try and like soften it, but I'm just gonna keep doing my windshield wiper, my little windshield wiper motions here, just to smoke that all the way up. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. I'm not going back into the color, I'm just working with what I already had there, and I'm just moving it around. That's the good thing about this, because like, you see here, like my line is not sharp for my smoke. That's why I like starting with my eyes, so that I can clean everything up as I do the rest of my face. I literally just have moisturizer on my face right now. I'm gonna go back in with that blue palette, and I'm actually gonna take a slightly larger, fluffier brush. You can use the same brush that you used before. And I'm just gonna use a slightly lighter blue. I'm probably gonna use this one and maybe tap a little bit into this one. And I'm just gonna tap some of the excess off here. And I'm gonna go just back and forth over the top. So you can see all I've done on this eye is I've added an additional color of blue to kind of smoke it out a little bit more. I'm gonna do the other side now and do the same thing. I like that. I think it looks pretty. And I wanna do something, because it's like a going outie. I'm gonna take a blue shimmer. Now you can use any blue shimmer that you want. I'm gonna use this one from Game Beauty. It's the Street Fighter 6 collection. I just think it's pretty. You can use your finger to do this. I like to use my finger, and I'm just gonna put some on my finger here, and I'm just gonna tap so that it's giving me some shimmer, and I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. And then I'm gonna take my same brush and I'm just gonna like make sure that it's nicely blended in. Easy. So now the top part of your eye is done. Now I'm gonna start doing the basics of my skin. I'm gonna do a little dot of concealer. So I have my concealer in some areas that like have really lightened up my skin. I like putting on this foundation with a brush. So we're gonna this is where it's not gonna matter if your eyeline was perfect because I just literally took my brush. Okay, so my face actually looks like pretty nicely covered. It looks very shiny right now, which is good. But we have good coverage. And now I've like fixed, you see like my lines for my smoky eye are now nice and sharp. I'm gonna set it with just a little powder puff and then a translucent powder. So you can already see the difference on just like the little section that I set on this side. It like takes away the shininess. But my skin still looks really like flat and dead because it's all one color. Okay, so like base level of skin is good and done. So I'm just gonna grab my little Graftobian palette here and we're gonna do some of my like bronzer combo. I need to give myself some more color. I'm gonna see if this has anything on. Okay, it doesn't. Good. And I'm just gonna grab a couple of the bronzer shades here. So now, alive. I'm dead. I'm alive. I'm dead. Now I'm just gonna stick a little blush in here. Now we're looking a little more healthy. I'm gonna grab a little brush and do my eyebrows real quick. Okay, eyebrows have been done. I'm gonna put in a little bit of extra bronze right here. I'm using the Ofra Cosmetics On the Glow palette. I'm gonna stick a little highlight on here. I like to do the Rudolph highlight. So now we're gonna do the lower lash line. So the way I do my lower lines, guys, I'm gonna take that same little crayon. I got like a fuzzy up my nose. And I'm gonna literally stick it in my eye, basically. All right, we're gonna finish off this eyeball real quick. I'm gonna go back to that first brush that I had used, my little fluffy guy. I'm gonna take the dark blue shadow that I had used earlier, and I'm just gonna run it back and forth underneath to give it a little bit of messiness. All I'm doing is giving you guys like a little more drama. See? Very little difference. Just giving it a little more drama here. And like that's it. Relatively simple. Now I'm done with my eyeshadow. I'm gonna throw on some mascara. All right, so I like to do my mascara a couple ways. I'll do a couple of mascaras. So that was the first one I'm gonna use. And use the second one and just now, I like to do my mascara so that I don't have to do false lashes because false lashes are annoying and every day. So I'm trying to get my lashes to look really thick. I love you guys. Wait, we're gonna also, I can take this off now. All right, we're gonna put my little, there you go. There you go. Now, we just need to add a lipstick. There we go. I'm gonna do a little like lip oil over top. So easy, like going out, vampy. Yes, this is my very simple going outy makeup. Do you guys want to play something? What do we want to do?